you were recently on the Burt Kreischer podcast. That's one of our favorite comedians. And I was listening to a podcast where he talked about his bit that everyone brings up no matter what. He did this bit called The Machine. It's a stand-up bit. It's this story. No matter where he goes for the rest of his life, they talk about it. And I know that Drake and Josh is that for you, but he sees it as, like that. Like, I'll have to talk about it for the rest of my life because, like, I'm thankful for it. But are you just over it at times? Are you just like, come on?
No, I mean, at 35, I'm actually pretty proud of it. But certainly throughout my life, I think because it was so associated with being like overweight. And I always make the joke like that everyone has their awkward teenage years and then they swear their family to secrecy and burn their yearbooks.
But yours is out on the internet for millions.
It's in reruns. So I think in an effort of like wanting to let go of my origin story and not being just like the funny fat guy and all of these things, I was like running from it for a lot of my 20s. And it was only like when I embraced it and saw that like families really enjoyed it. And that's rare too, right? Because everything's either like some Netflix show that the parents watch after the kids go to sleep, or it's some kid show that the parents are like, I'm going to throw myself out a window if my kid watches this.
Are you at least getting residuals yet?
0 residge.
Yes.
0.
Makes you work harder.
Bang.
Was that in the contract when you had to sign it?
Yeah. And I was 14.
You were 14 when you shot that?
Yeah.
Really?
Is it syndicated, technically?
No, because I don't think we had enough. Like, I don't think it's sold to other networks, but it is sold worldwide.
If it did, would you have been paid from that?
No.
Really? Kids TV?
I think I have a Game Boy game I've never seen money for.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I'm on Nintendo. And
Have you ever played it?
it's probably a shitty game. No.
He's like, what do you mean? He puts it in his pocket. No, well, that's.
I have a question. Whilst you were filming that, did you realize it was going to be...
He's like, first time I've heard this. Let me think about it.
Sorry, but did you realize it was going to be what it is today? Like, did you realize that you were going to shape so many...
Sorry, Kim Possible.
Did you...
Wrong network.
Did you realize you were going to shape so many kids and it was going to be this thing that they remembered and they just found nostalgia in their entire lives? Like, did you realize that?
No way. I just thought we were doing this thing that was like, and it wasn't even popular when we made it. I mean, it was, but it was popular to 10-year-olds. Like, so I was 16 going home after a full day of shooting and like sitting in my 2-bedroom apartment with my buddy watching hockey. Like, it was
who's your team?
Kings.
I'm a Golden Knights fan. Keep going.
It's not a bad team to be a fan of.
No.
Especially they're pretty new.
Yeah, I mean, the first year was amazing. We won't get into hockey. Go ahead.